The puppet strings have been cut, but where is the master? A link to the Lady of the Light may still exist in the tiny gem now held in Tovin's hand. Can the heroes make the connection, or will the investigation be their undoing?
All right, everyone, it's time to roll for intent. I'm not going to tell you who's on here because guess. Same people it always is. And if you're here on episode 12, it means you might like us a little bit. Either that or you're, a masochist. And you're just here because.
Why?
What? I mean, I don't kink shame, dude.
I think that makes us the sadists.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that'd be great if they were a sadist. You were about to say sadist.
I'm also getting something out of this in a certain way.
Yeah, I'm getting off on this, yeah.
Yeah.
Solus as a character is getting off.
There's a reason why my camera only gets my top half.
You could hold a circus in this tent I'm pitching right now.
Oh, God, that's too much. That's gone. It's on the cutting room floor.
Patreon content, here we go.
I still think Patreon content, Billiam, and I'll play his wife. Those
I'm down.
I'm
down.
We can play up to 15 seconds of Careless Whisper, and it's fine.
Where's my super suit?
Right, but let's play like source code.
My super suit?
Play like source code?
Let's play like source code. We just get ripped back in time, and we have to do it again.
Every 8 minutes. You have to consummate with Billiam, or if you don't, you have to try again.
And they just wake up on
I'm not comfortable with this, guys. I'm not comfortable with this at all.
This is for us.
Is this doing it for you? Do you like that, honey?
Cut this.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the right spot?
There'd just be a lot of us.
Billiam's like, when do I get to be the boy?
Jesus.
It's a very 50-50 household, the Thwump. Thwumps is.
He gives and he takes.
I feel like we kind of buried the lead last week when we alluded to Ray being missing in action for a little while.
Oh, you think?
Just a little bit, maybe.
Hey, Ray, you're here and confirmed not dead. So would you like to regale us with why you were MIA for like 2.5 weeks?
Yeah, I was minding my own business, being everything perfectly normal at a red light on my motorcycle, and this old lady, easily 165, easily, was her age.
How fast she was going?
No, what's her age? That's how old she was.
Okay,
that's how old she was. That was her weight, and like she
voted for Taft.
Exactly. She voted for John Adams.
She could have fit in his pants.
Yeah. Ironically, it was one of those Mary Kay pink Cadillacs. You know, I think she is. I think she was Mary Kay. No, I was at a red light after dinner with my fiance, and she rear-ended me. I was on my motorcycle. She hit me from behind. Pausing for your guys' jokes.
No, keep going.
Good. You're perfect. Yeah.
So
how fast was she going?
Raymond took it hard in the rear.
I did take it hard from behind, from an old lady.
A large foreign object.
Yes,
assaulted your
it was
backside.
Definitely, it was
pink foreign object.
Yeah, I was completely stopped, and ironically enough, two things: I don't take freeways because they're too dangerous, and I wrapped LED lights around my bike so people could see me at night.
Ironic.
But no, I was at a red light. This old lady says she didn't see me, or the car next to me, which was my fiance, or the red light, or my glowing LED lights, and going about 25 or 30 miles an hour just slammed into me, pushed me into the intersection. Luckily, there was no other cars going because they would have ran me over. Pushed me about 25, 30 feet into the intersection, and then my fiance got out of the car and started like screaming at this old lady, and I literally had to calm my fiance down while I was laying on the floor, completely broken,
bleeding from your spleen.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I was like, I don't know how.
Calm down,
babe. She's yelling at this lady, and I'm like, leave her alone. And Cammy's like, can you
help me?
That's a Bill move. That's very much a Bill move.
Were you so angry you couldn't vomit?
I just imagine you on the ground, like, I know that you're mad at her, but like, help.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So the first thing I did was like wiggle my toes and my legs and my arms, everything, just to make sure I could still move it all. And once I could do that, I was like, I'm good. And the old lady walked over and she said, "Are you okay?" And I looked her in the face. I said, "I don't know." And then she said, "Let me go get my cane," which I thought she was going to come like hit me with her cane.
Just finish it off.
Let me finish what I started.
Yeah.
It made me ashamed to let him suffer.
Nothing goes to waste.
I didn't have any concept of time, but she's like, "Let me go get my cane." And then she was just gone. I don't know. She didn't drive away or anything, but she never came back to me at all. So yeah, they took me to urgent care. They took me to the ER trauma center, made sure that I didn't have any broken bones inside, no internal bleeding, nothing like that. I was there for like 2-3 hours.
Inside is where the bones need to stay, so that's always good too.
Yeah, and it's crazy because looking at me, you wouldn't even been able to tell I got hit. I not a scratch on me, but my back still is hurting, and at the time I like couldn't move my back at all. So they're like, "We want to make sure you didn't like break your spine or do something crazy." So I was there for a couple hours and they said everything was good, no broken bones, no internal bleeding, nothing like that. And then
when they said that, did you clarify that you didn't break your spine? Like that wasn't your doing?
I should have. They were like, "You're good to go," which I found kind of odd. They were like, "You're good. If you can walk and drink this water without vomiting, then you can go home." And I was like,
that's the litmus test?
Yeah, that was it.
For post like almost vehicular manslaughters, like, can you drink this without vomiting blood?
And what
like,
SoCal is fucking wild, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
sounds
you can
like
go home.
some like old prairie medicine.
Oh yeah, this is SoCal. Here's a joint.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're
Go
like,
home, smoke this, watch some Cheers. You're fine.
Did they give you a colonic and just send you on your way?
Here's some kombucha.
Yeah, exactly. They gave me a kale salad and they were like, "You'll be fine.
Don't go too crazy."
But yeah, so came home, and then after the week after that was like, man, it got progressively worse and worse. But now it's been 2.5 weeks now. I can sit here, I can record, so I'm happy. So thanks for bearing with me.
The important question I have on my mind, Ray, is can you wipe your own ass?
I'm just saying I'm available.
You didn't
Sounds like a sensitive subject.
Yeah, your lack of immediate yes is concerning.
So now I can. Yes.
Today's a Hallmark
Now
day.
you can.
Now I can.
You should ask Cammy. It's been rough.
For the first week and a half, it was real tough.
For who?
For everyone involved. I am not a lefty, but so everything happened on the right side of my back. That's where like my whole right side of my body's just totally fucked. My left side is okay, so I have the most movement with my left arm. So I was able to sort of get there from day one, but it was a
stranger son.
It was a poor man's job. It was terrible. So basically,
I took a shower afterwards.
So basically, I would save it all until Cammy got home, and then I would go, and then she would help me into the shower, and I would just make sure I was good. Luckily, and we don't endorse this brand, but Dude Wipes were a savior because
Really?
Oh yeah, they were great because they're like it was just a wonderful experience.
Man, this has just gone way downhill, guys.
It has. It's great though.
Hey, Ray, remember when you got hit by a car?
Yeah.
So for the
How did we
5
get
people
to
who are
this point?
still listening,
Was that better than this opening?
Well, so obviously the headline was I was hit by a car, but the real question was he got hit by a car, so how do you wipe? Well,
I mean,
everybody
if we're
wanted to know.
dudes.
You want to know what
I still
shittier
don't
than needing
understand
help?
how standing and wiping is. I just don't understand it.
You know, I don't know what's shittier than standing and wiping. Last week's combat. Whoa.
That was
Yeah.
rough. You all suck at rolling.
Yeah, that was like an ATV segue, but
But yes, I'm
got
good
Like
now.
all-terrain vehicle?
I'm good now. I'm glad to be back. Thank you for all bearing with us.
I have more questions about your butthole.
We're going to save that for
Stop.
the Patreon. Save that for
Stop.
the Patreon.
Cutting it off right now. So last week, you guys ran into a little doll. Called himself Borbo in the ruined light workshop. I wouldn't say that you defeated him easily, but none of you went down, so that's a win. You all were kind of flailing around in the broken glass. And my headcanon here is that you guys were so focused on not slipping and falling that you couldn't hit anything. Because otherwise that was embarrassing. But you made it out alive. None the worse for wear, using up a lot of resources. I think quite a few of Tovin's spells got burned on there. Including, the vampiric touch, or not, what was that, chill touch against the construct, because he's an idiot.
Yeah, no, I own that. Not cutting that.
And you have succeeded in separating this creature's soul from its body. Maybe something like that.
I really want to know about this cube.
You pulled some sort of cube from its back, and the thing went limp. So it seems like that was what was driving the ship. And you have that cube in your hand.
Can I do that to Micah?
I'm controlled like a marionette. There are actually strings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I was looking at DoorDash the other night, and a place came up that delivered birdseed, and I immediately thought of Micah.
I've been cleaning black oil sunflower seeds all day. I've been thinking of Micah for hours.
Enlightened bird person.
So this cube that I pulled from his back, can I maybe run some sort of check on it? Maybe Arcana, I would think. Or possibly religion or occultism. I don't know if it really fit.
All right, so you said you wanted to roll an Arcana on this. Let me verify.
If that's
I'm still not 100% clear, so if somebody wants to call me, and if somebody says, I want to roll a knowledge, do I just decide, or do I let them decide? But I'm going to roll an Arcana for you. Yeah, that cube contains the soul for the soul-bound doll, which is what this thing is.
Oh.
It holds the essence of whatever was what it referred to itself as.
Can I identify Borbo? Like, what's his soul?
No.
Like, who is this person?
You wouldn't get that. You wouldn't get that level of specificity out of it.
Okay. Tobin's going to relay this to everybody else. Just let him know. This cube seems to contain the soul of the thing that was inhabiting this doll. These are powerful magics.
Was it the soul of some other living being that was trapped within it?
Yes, its name's Borbo. I believe we had a chat with it before, I separated soul from carapace.
Who is this master he was asking about? Kren? Who did he ask for?
Master Azenray.
Azenray. Would I know anything about that with maybe Roseguard lore, Trevor? Does that date back to something to do with the battle with Belcora? No?
No.
No. I haven't heard that name anywhere.
Well then, this telescope here, I believe this is what Tangletop was asking for. This may be the shiny object.
Or is it the cube?
Pretty sure it's you know what? This cube may be more valuable down the road. Might have a bit more story attached to it. Does anybody have any suggestions for the telescope over there?
Trevor, remind me, what did Tangletop promise us in return?
To tell you 3 secrets.
Okay.
I guess we get to choose secrets.
Maybe she has secrets about Azenray.
That is what I'm hoping.
Okay, so let's grab the telescope, Solus, and before we leave, I feel like we should establish...
Just to clarify, the name is Azrene.
Azrene, okay.
Sorry.
I feel like we should specify what 3 questions we are going to ask, so we're not scrambling.
The way that it was laid out, I don't think we get to ask.
They're just secrets that she knows and we don't.
Can while we're here, can Tovin look around and see if there's anything useful, especially in the doll?
No, there's nothing really in here. Everything's been destroyed in this room.
Okay.
I think we've been led to believe also that outside of this door in the southwest corner of the room, there is Wisp all around out here.
Yeah.
If I open this door real quick, do I see Wisp? Just kind of booping and bopping around out here?
Just peek.
It's starting to... Dusk is, I guess, starting to set in. And, I would say that you do see some lights about mist, but those are pretty common in the fog fen, so it's not that out of the ordinary.
I'm going to shut the door. Swamp gas.
Is it toxic as far as you know?
Don't try to breathe it in.
Want to roll a survival? Or nature?
Sure.
It's nature, I think.
I would hope it's actually survival because my nature sucks. It's one of
Is
the only
survival
skills I'm
actually a
untrained
skill? Now here's my...
Yes.
Yeah.
It is?
+6 to it. Yeah.
You know, I'll let you go ahead and roll a survival because I forgot to add survival to my list of macros here. Because
Natural 14 for a 20.
Nice.
No, it's not. It's just the fog of the fen.
It's the fog of the fen. We call it the fog fen.
Oh, that is a relief.
Anyway,
So, on to our little critter friend with the telescope.
yeah, I guess bring the shiny tube.
Yeah. I'm going to put my weapons away and grab it.
Yeah.
I'll put my spike chain at my hip.
I'll put my
and
great axe
I'll
away.
I'll follow everybody back into this room with all the books, and where
Oh, yeah.
While we're walking, does anybody have some healing maybe that we can...
Billiam, are you okay? You seem to be limping. Are you all right?
I'm,
He also
I'm
grabs
a
his healer's
little
kit.
less than half health.
I
I can
try
just
to
tell
fix
by
you.
my physical being.
If you had to put a number on it, what would it be?
I feel about 38 normally, and I feel at about 16 currently.
Okay, so yeah.
Bill,
definitely.
I don't mean to be impolite, but you look as if you've been hit by a car.
what the fuck is it called?
You know, ironically, I was on my horse the other day, and a wagon came crashing right into me. This old lady, she was trying to sell me expensive lotions or something. I don't know what it was. She said she didn't even see me. My kids were blaring out the backside of it too. I don't know.
And I had cast light all the way on the outside of my horse.
My wife got out of the car and started screaming at her.
Yeah. I had to calm
And
her
she's
down.
a warlock, so screaming's a big deal.
So my back's
Alright,
a little
so-
messed up, guys. It's probably why
so
I was
healing.
missing Bobo
To-
back there.
Tovin, you take the first stab at him. I'll only
Yeah,
do it if you don't
that's-
do well.
That's actually kind of ironic that you would say that because I actually plan on doing some risky surgery to repair some tendons and ligaments.
What is risky surgery?
Exactly. I'm going to attempt it. And so first,
Oh, this is my favorite part.
First,
Oh,
you
God.
take damage. I
so
think.
for risky surgery, what I have to do is I start by dealing 1d8 slash damage to my patient before I apply the effects of treat wounds. But because of that, I get a +2 circumstance bonus to my medicine check. So, I'm sorry, Billiam, but this
That's
this is
okay.
gonna
I'll
hurt.
live.
Okay, this is going to hurt a lot. And
Here, bite this.
yeah, and I shove one of my knuckles in his mouth,
You're gonna lose that finger.
and I do 5 points of damage to you.
Oh, watch him roll 4 ones if he succeeds on
know.
the medicine check, and I will laugh.
Yo, if he crit succeeds, is that 8d8 then?
No, here's the thing. No, but he does get there. I have other things, so I'm going to roll. Here we go. +2. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. That was okay. So I rolled a 16. All right.
Excellent.
And I did that in the dumbest way possible, so it didn't add everything. So 16 plus my 8, which is brings it up to 24, plus
Almost
2, that brings it up to 25. That's a crit, and you get another 5 for the archetype that I took.
So that is how many d8 of healing?
That is 4d8. Oh my god! Now I have to look up another thing.
Well,
This
it's
is where
4d8
we're-
normally, but it says
yeah,
that like
we're getting in the reads here.
Yeah,
So here's the thing. If I roll a success, I already get a critical success, and I critted. So what happens?
I'm about to look at that.
Yeah, because my critical, it's a 15 DC to pass treat wounds,
yeah.
but I rolled higher than the crit,
Yeah, you rolled a crit, like 25 or above.
and plus you get another +5 on top of that. So you are so healed.
And those are D10s, not D8s, too, right?
Nope, that's only for spells.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep, that feat only works on spells. That's why I went this route with skills, so I can do more healing that way.
Well, that'll be really good when you actually need magical healing in the moment, because that's what it's for.
Yeah. Especially when I start leveling it up.
You get an automatic crit, so rolling higher
it's-
doesn't do anything.
Okay.
So I double crit, and it does a single crit.
4d8 plus 5.
Yep.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Yep. Bill starts to levitate, and there's glowing light all around him.
He gets 33 hit points of damage.
Bill, and then Bill
Damn.
finishes everything.
Yes, yes. Happy endings for all.
Oh my god, put that away! Oh.
And as he's sewing Bill up, leaving no scars behind because, wow,
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
he looks down at himself and he's covered in his own blood. He's like, oh! In the confusion, I forgot. I am almost half dead myself.
Oh no.
And so I'm going to run a heal check on myself, or sorry, a medicine check.
Solus, how are you looking?
I'm fine. I've been better, but I've also been worse.
I got a 17, so I get my 2d8.
You seem mostly unharmed, Yosef?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
All right, that brings me up to 22. I'm good. I'll call it fine.
Sure you don't want any more? I can give it a shot.
I mean, I need 4 more, but if anyone
okay,
else needs
yeah.
it, yeah. So
All right.
otherwise, let's move on.
Yeah, let's go talk to Fuzzy Top or whatever.
It's starting to get dark.
I
Does anybody
do
know what River Drake's hunting times are?
Night.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm concerned about it too. The sun is starting to set. We
One
only have
problem at a
maybe
time.
another hour or
Tangletop,
so.
Yeah.
Tangletop, are you still here?
Spooky Wisp?
Ooh, yeah. Yes, I'm here. Here. Did you
Go
get the
ahead, Solus.
shiny? Did you get the
Very
shiny?
good. Yes, we retrieved it for you. I believe this is what you were after. And I present the telescope to him.
And he flies over to you and snatches it from your hands. Like, it's the shiny, the shiny. Ought it be better? And he looks a little bit dejected. He's like, I gave you my word. I gave you my word. What is I good for? If not, not for my word. I learned
Indeed.
3 things in these books here. This
Okay.
building used to belong to someone named Bollock Azrene.
What was that first name again?
Oh. What was
Bollock.
that last name?
Bollock Azrene.
That's the master.
He
That's the
I whisper that to Yosef.
He-
That's the master.
was an apprentice to Belcora, and he was very mean and scary. And as with Belcora, she seems much, much worse. Much, much worse. Yes, Bollock pledged his life to Belcora. He was a very scary, evil man. She seems to be much, much worse.
Okay.
And finally,
And Secret the Second?
that magic lighthouse, and he kind of points towards the direction of the lighthouse. That magic lighthouse can do more than just shine spooky lights. It can shoot a beam full of ghosts.
What?
Yes. It can shoot a
kind of
beam full
ghosts?
of ghosts.
You've seen
Are
the
these-
do
Oh no,
this?
it's in
Are
these-
they
it's
merely
in these
apparitions,
books.
or are
It's
they
in these
malevolent?
books. It just says say that it shoots a beam full of ghosts.
Solus, the hair on the back of your neck has got to be standing up.
Yes, I don't like this at all.
Ghost.
Are these ghosts harmful?
I don't know. I just know. Shoots a beam full of ghosts.
Do you think the beam full of the undead is a good thing? How is that helpful at all?
Maybe it's like
Yes, it's
Fantasia,
bad.
where they come and clean your home. I don't know.
They could be mere apparitions, simply a visual.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the shiny. Goodbye.
We're
no,
missing
what's
a
the
third.
third one?
We're missing
Wait
a
a
third.
minute.
A hole opens up in space below him, and he slips through it, and it closes.
We just got gypped on the third one.
What was that?
We didn't get the
Third
third
secret.
You did.
I think that's
You
the
did get the third
secret.
one.
What?
The third one was the ghosts. The first one was that this place belonged to Volokaz and Raid. The second was he was an apprentice to Belcora.
Okay.
Third one
okay.
was
I
that the
see
lighthouse
semantics.
shoots ghosts. But as he closes the portal that he just stepped through, he can't keep a hold of telescope. He leaves it behind.
It's comical and useful.
fumble fingers.
It's like
I
a
was
dog
gonna-
trying to take a stick through a door.
Yeah, I was going to
Exactly.
say that,
So-
that telescope is like almost 15 feet, seemingly,
This guy
and
just
he
porky
is
pigged
tiny.
his way out of here. Folks, and he disappeared into the hole.
He's gone.
Precisely.
All right, so somewhat useful information. Not entirely sure if it was worth almost dying for, but I guess we got the soul of this weird creature inside of a cube. Okay. Do we want to go home, or do we want to look in the cellar or downstairs of this building first?
You know, we could look, but I don't think that we should venture forward. I'm
Yes, it's
about
approaching
half-tapped.
nighttime. We must be careful.
Yeah.
Let's just see if it's just a room, and I'm gonna go downstairs.
I'll follow pretty closely
Everybody
behind
prepare
him.
an action to run.
Oh, I'm all the way over here now.
You
I
are.
got teleported. I
Oh.
got yoinked.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm still in the book repository. Got my rifle
Did
aimed.
I guess I wasn't as fast. Joseph, did you go through this door?
Yes, follow me.
William made it through properly. Joseph,
Yeah.
for some reason, did
Joseph
not.
you're not here. You're a liar. Bill's just traversing the halls by himself.
So you make your way down the staircase, and smells mustier, been sealed off, and you find yourself in a spiral staircase, a hallway. What do you do?
All right, looks like there is a door immediately to our east, about 10 feet after we walk out, and that's shut. I'm going to move 10 feet to the west into this room. Looks like I see shelves, a table, and a chair. 2 more doors, one to the north, one to the south.
Let's do our best not to get into yet another potentially deadly conflict.
I think we could take some time just to make sure we're not leaving any loose ends.
I see papers on the table.
Yeah, what's on this table?
Right, so this room shares features of a bedroom and a study. Although the decor is devoid of any touches of personality, as if of sentimental value has been removed.
Tovin, do you hear anything on the other side of that door?
Not particularly. Let me give it a try.
Got you,
wanna roll
babe.
it? Okay.
I got you, babe.
Thanks.
If you could also roll for Bill, Bill's gonna. He walked over to this table, but when Joseph's looking at it, he sort of puts his ear up to the door, like a door.
Bill, you hear absolutely nothing,
I hear nothing. Great.
as does Oven. Also hears absolutely nothing up against the door.
Can I investigate these papers in this table?
Absolutely can.
Roll it, Tech Daddy.
On this table, you find a scrap of paper, and it lists what you could surmise to be book titles.
Okay.
What the Worm Knows, Grave Feasts, and Secrets of the Skull. And then scrawled in the bottom, a note that says, transcription will take months, but I'll try to have these books back to you as soon as possible, my love.
So, do these papers look 500 years old?
Yes.
Okay.
They look old. I don't know that they look 500 years old, but they are definitely quite old.
Okay. All right. Some book titles. Transcription. Anybody hear anything?
No, but I can try and quietly open this door.
Tovin, I'm behind you. I feel like Bill can take care of himself.
And I want to carefully and quietly try to open this door, as to not make a large ruckus.
Really? Stealth it?
I'm gonna try it.
All right, let me give you a little rolly roll.
Yeah.
You open it, and it goes...
I look back at everyone and go, sorry.
I don't know what I expected.
I suddenly have more questions about your kids.
Okay, go check it out. Go check
Gonna
it out.
head up
Tell
in
me
the
what
room?
you see.
Yeah, step in.
All right.
Just right through the door.
A large metal table filled with leather straps and iron band sits in the center of this room. A strange contraption that seems to be part spyglass and part mechanical drill sits near the head of the table. Sparkling black gemstone glitters in a metal framework built side.
William, it might be time to go.
Hoven, you notice that gemstone looks suspiciously like the one you pulled from the soulbound doll.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, this This actually, I actually read some Lovecraftian shit about something like this recently.
Should we take the rock?
So as I go in, let me examine that rock a little closer. Does it seem to be glistening with a soul?
Tovin,
Yes.
as you move to that position,
Oh, fuck.
you see it looks like a log. It looks like a log of like desiccated flesh.
Oh.
What? Like a beef Wellington? Like an old beef Wellington?
Yes, exactly. With
Wait,
store-bought
wait.
puff pastry.
How dare you?
As you step forward, though, this log seems to begin to move, and it lurches forward,
Oh, God.
and you see this giant slug-like lamprey thing
Boy.
lurch forward towards you. And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
I'm really glad we came down here. It was interesting till I died.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 26.
Oh, nice. I rolled a 6 for a 12.
11 for a
I
19.
rolled a 4 for a 12.
Oh man, I did not expect this to happen this evening. I'm excited.
I didn't either, Tovin.
Micah, let's begin with you, Mr. Natural 20. As this thing lurches towards these new inhabitants of this room it calls home.
Yeah. I'm going to draw my sword and shield. Okay,
All right.
and I don't think a knowledge roll is going to be able to do it because all my knowledges are terrible. So I will take a step forward so that I'm right behind Tovin.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, and that's it for my turn.
All right. Up next, we got Yosef Lovkaruki. What can the Rat Man do?
All right, well, the Ratman do want to roll a knowledge check on this because my knowledges are pretty darn good most of the time. What would I have to roll?
Okay, give me a second. Good luck. It's going to be religion. So I got that for you, buddy.
Okay. It's not bad. A +6.
It looks like it may be undead, but that's the only thing you can get out of this.
At the end of that action, then Yosef tightens the grip that he has around his spiked chain. I hate the undead. I hate all things undead. I'm going to take a movement then as my second action, and then I guess draw as my third action and get into position next to this thing, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Excellent. It's this thing's turn.
All right.
And it's going to try to attach its lamprey-like mouth to your leg, Tovin. So here comes its mouth. And does a 20 hit?
Yeah, 20 hits.
All right, well, let's do our damage to begin with on this little mouth attack.
Really wishing I had gotten that other 4 hit points suddenly.
19 points of damage.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you.
Toad's like, guys, I don't think we're supposed to be here right now.
I'm going to faint all of a sudden.
I told all of you that it was foolhardy to come down here.
And you've now been grabbed. And I need you.
God, this is Roman 2.
Why don't people listen to me?
I just opened the door. I was going to shut it next turn. Tovin just ran in
I
there.
want to make sure that I'm managing this thing right. I want to verify because these
You're
notes
doing a
look little
bang-up
bit
job.
wrong. Hey, man, I'm not the one that started going into the torture room table.
I literally,
That's
yeah.
what this is.
What's
I said
in
I was going to
here?
reach back and say it's a torture room.
I said multiple times that we should not go in here.
Sola said, "Let's go," and I was on my way to shut the door. Tobin's like,
I thought he meant inside.
Mike
I
is trying
said
so hard to get in front of the CPK right
I
now.
specifically said we should turn around. We should not go in here.
Roll back the tape. I don't believe it.
As this, you could feel it start to suck blood out of where it grabbed onto your leg. You're going to take
I'm dying.
probably. You're going to take 10 more points of damage.
I'm dying.
And you are drained 1.
Oh my god.
For the users at home, Tovin has just taken 29 points of damage in one round.
And this thing, what looked like this desiccated log of flesh, starts to get slime. Looks invigorated.
Oh, no.
This is bad business, guys. And Billiam is up. Tovin is down for the camp. Now, actually, hold on.
Should I be doing a dying save?
Move you in your in the initiative order to be right behind the.
Yeah. So you move me up a slot.
Oh yeah, but now you get to do your death save.
Oh, good. All right.
I love watching Micah's face of righteous indignation in the call right now of him just being like, "I told you guys."
I'm not even looking at the video.
And here comes my dying save. Oh, I hate this.
Would you
Unnatural
get
20.
Nice.
Natural 20.
Thank God.
Okay, so something happens when you get a nat 20 coming out of dying.
Yeah.
I
win.
forgot what it
I
is.
win
Hold
Pathfinder.
on. You win Pathfinder, that's it.
Yeah.
I think you get extra. I think you get some hit points.
I think you said. Sorry, you were breaking up there. Did you say hero points?
No. Oh, hold
I have some of
on.
those too.
I feel like we've run into this once in one of our prep games.
I'm pretty sure it was me that did it too.
You're probably right.
I have no idea what we do.
So you're now conscious.
Okay. There
You
we
are
go.
back from the dead. You're unconscious and have 0 hit points. But you're wounded 1.
Tovin has a third pulsating leg suddenly, and he just bursts into breathing.
And it's Billiam's turn.
So, Billiam sees this happen from the other side of the room that he did not want to enter. And I want to know if I can just run in, grab Tovin, and run away. Run back out.
It's attached to him.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're coming back with it because I'm grappled still.
He's still
Well,
grappled.
no, if you get moved away, I think I would allow you to attempt to break the grapple.
Now, if I were to break the grapple, would I still be holding on to him so that I could run? Like, so I'm thinking of running up, grabbing him, and pulling, and then getting out of the room and literally running with Tovin.
I think that you could go and pick him up and yank him, but that's going to be 2 actions. That'll be all 3 actions to get to him and pick him up and dislodge him. Attempt that.
I think it's worth
It
it.
may be worth it because he's
No, it's
grappled onto this thing.
It's definitely worth it. I just don't know how physically this is going to work because Solus and I guess Tovin's in that thing space. Because if I were to move here,
You can't.
You can't move into its space. They're adjacent to each other.
and there's a giant bed, I can't even get to this thing.
You could athletics on it.
Yeah, but that would take him. But then he'd have to get down low enough to pick you up.
Exactly.
If we're going to go for verisimilitude here.
So don't do it, Billiam. Just kill the thing that's killing me.
Well, so then my other thought process would be get up on the bed, draw my weapon, and then come down on it. I think that's my option here. I think that's what I got to do. So I guess I'll get up on this torture bed, and pull out my Morning
I'm going to
Star.
just treat that as difficult terrain. I'm not going to let you make you roll to
Okay.
get up to.
Awesome. Pull out my Morning Star and come down right on the top of this thing's gooey, gross, fleshy head. Oh boy, that is a natural 1 for a 9.
I don't think that's going to do it for you, buddy. I'm sorry.
I don't think so either. I hate these dice. I need to roll
You are
my
frickin'
my
Kirk.
actual dice.
Yeah,
I need to roll my
your real
actual dice.
Solus, you are up at the beginning of round 2 of this.
Okay, from where I'm standing right now, can I try to break the grapple?
Yeah, you could attempt. I'd let you attempt to drag him out of it. It's going to be an athletics check. It's going to be against the athletics DC of this thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it.
All right, let's go for it.
Okay, athletics. 10 for a 20.
Nope, doesn't do it.
Oh my fucking
Unable to break the grapple.
Oh my god.
Okay. Can I try again with a reduction?
Yep.
Fucking hell, why do we come in here?
This is your fault.
Yeah, I'm gonna try again. Is that a -4?
Yep.
Okay.
atmospheric number generation.
That is an 18 for a 24.
You successfully break the grapple.
Good. Okay.
And with my third action, I run away.
No, I'm not running. I'm not running.
And he's off.
Right?
Fucking hell.
The problem is like he's surrounded by. You can't get close to him.
Yeah, exactly, right? Isn't that... that's fucked. Okay, for my third action then, I'm gonna raise my shield.
All right, beautiful. Yosef, are you going to be able to save everyone's butts here?
So, I'm wondering, can I trip the creature with no legs?
You can attempt to.
All right, I sure can. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna attempt to trip it because that always works.
Go for it, man.
Man, that might be able to help us out here. So I'm gonna roll it. Natural 12 for a 20 against its reflex. DC,
it is tripped.
Oh!
It is prone.
I knocked it prone, and then I'm going to take my second action. I'm going to strike at this creature.
Go for it. Go for it.
Only a +2. Natural 17 for a 19.
That's a hit.
Flat-footed.
Yes.
Whoop-wah! Roll damage.
Oh.
11 points of damage.
Nice. Not bad, dude. Not bad.
I'm going to roll a third time and see what happens. Oof. Yeah, a 4. Does that hit?
Nope. I'm afraid not.
All right.
So close.
Yeah.
In fact, that's a crit fail, but we're not doing anything with those.
A crit fail against its flat-footed AC.
Yep.
All right. Okay. That's the end of my turn.
All right. It's up to who. Are you going to regret doing that? It is going to kind of wiggle its way. It's still laying down. It's going to take it. Well, not laying down, but like it. I'm going to say that like when it went prone, you kind of like flipped it on its back, so it's disoriented. It's going to take an action to get back to the orientation that it wants to be, and turn and almost like hawk this nasty loogie at you, Yosef. 27 a hit.
Yep, that hits.
Is that a crit?
It is not.
Oh.
It's really close. It's off by 1.
Oh,
You
man.
beat my AC by 9.
I need you to take 8 points of negative energy damage.
Negative energy damage?
Yep.
Oh, gross. Plate.
And now it's going to attempt to bite you after spitting at you. And its mouth of the razor sharp, needle-like teeth coming at your little rat foot. That's a 13.
Miss.
Nice. I figured that was going to be a miss. All right. That's the end of its turn. Tovin, you are laying there unconscious
All
still.
I needed it to do was to take its attention away from Tovin. Get the fuck out of there.
I would, but I'm at 0 hit points.
I'll pick you up next turn.
He can't say any of this stuff.
Yeah, no.
Hey, I have a real quick question. What type of damage is your spike chain?
Slashing.
Oh, it actually did a little more damage. It looked like that was real rough on this thing.
Ooh.
All right, Tovin, there's nothing you can do, right?
Yeah. No, I'm 0 HP, just not dying.
Let me make sure real quick, because I know there's a way that you sort of can regenerate, but I think it's only after combat.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Nope, you have to be restored to 1 hit point. After amount of time passes, and it's not going to be in this combat, you're not going to come back out. Nope. All right, well, I'm going to move on to Billiam Thwumpington, Esquire, Incorporated.
Now Bill would like to go with his original plan, pick up Tovin, and get out of this place as fast as
All
possible.
right, I will let you take 2 actions to jump down, pick him up, and then an action to run away.
Perfect. Do I need to roll anything?
No, moving at half speed, though.
Okay, so we can get... Tovin and I both get to the other side of the bed.
Cool.
Can I...
Oh, no, I'm on the bed. This is not good.
No, you're not on the bed.
Not good, guys.
And then it activates. The drill turns on.
You've
No,
activated my
Mr.
trap
Tovin,
card.
I expect you to die. And Solus, you're up.
Is it prone on the ground right now?
It is not. I should take
not.
the prone condition
Okay.
off of it. Sorry about that. I mean, it's on the ground because it's a worm thing. But it's not prone anymore.
How hurt does it actually look?
I mean, how hurt does anything undead look? How hurt could an undead worm-looking thing look?
What's its countenance? What's
He
what kind of face is
doesn't. He
making
doesn't.
right now?
He doesn't look significantly worse for what.
Okay. Can I hold off on my turn?
Yeah, you can hold.
Okay.
Yosef, you're up, buddy.
Okay, I think we're leaving now. Thank you, goodbye. До свидания. And I'm going to leave this fucking room. I'm going to move 30 feet out here. And then I'm going to move another 15 feet over here. And then I'm just going to wait for the rest of my compatriots to get here at the stairs. That'll be the end of my turn.
Excellent.
Solus, is your shield drawn? I remember you saying you had your shield out, but you
Yep. My shield is raised, yes.
Okay, perfect.
shields
So I'm
are
sort
raised,
of,
yep.
yeah, I'm sort of sticking on the south side of my square so that I'm sort of guarded by Solus a little bit.
This thing's gonna gloop towards you.
Yep.
And it's gonna attack you with its mouth. Just. Does a 28 hit?
28 does hit, but it's not a crit.
Because your shield's up.
Yep.
Nice. All right. That is 17 points of damage.
Okay. That's a lot.
And as it got you in the side and it's attached to you, you are now grappled by this creature. And it begins to drain you.
Okay.
And you're going to take an additional
Good.
15 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm at 0 HP.
Oh my goodness.
And it seems to be again reinvigorated. And Tovin, you're up.
0 HP. I can't do anything.
All right. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I screwed something up. So, Solus, you move in the initiative order
Right.
down. So you're unconscious. You're not dying though, right?
Well,
Are you
I
at
was
0?
I'm at 0 HP. I was at 3 HP before that additional damage was applied.
Oh.
Okay.
you're
So
dead.
yeah, you are dying 1. So
yeah.
I need to move you in the initiative order.
Well, I'm excited about our new characters. Micah.
No, Bill has a plan to save the day. He's gonna be a hero.
And I have plans for the RP afterwards.
And you get to do your dying save.
Okay.
You get Solus.
That is a 12.
All right. You succeed. You're no longer dying. You're simply unconscious.
Okay. Am I wounded 1?
You're wounded 1.
Okay.
Tovin's got nothing. And Billiam, what you got, buddy?
So I'm carrying Tovin. Now, when Solus's lifeless body became somewhat lifeless, unconscious, would this thing still be grappling it? I know previously when something... It is still
Yes.
grappling it. Okay. So then what I want to do is I want to carry Tovin's body into this room and just plop him down. I want him
All
to
right,
get...
like just inside
yeah,
the
like
room.
I could
Right
sit him
here.
at the chair. It's fine.
All right, that works.
I'm going to
Do
run
that.
back in and try it again.
Oh, that's 2 actions. The third action, you're going to try to break the...
Exactly. Go in, drop, come back, and break the grapple from for Solus.
Works for me. Rolling athletics.
Good. I'm a plus 8 athletic.
Nice.
That is a natural 20.
Not only am I allowing you with a natural 20 for the crit success to break the grapple, I'm allowing you a free move at your full speed.
At my full speed, I want to carry Solus out of the fucking room and shut the door.
Shutting the
another
door is an
action,
action.
yeah.
Oh, the
So
door's
you're
open,
out of actions.
but I can go farther. So 5, 10, 15. We can go... Solus will be here. Oh, I can't click. I think it's because we're in combat. The Solus is at the top tile. I'm going to drop him on the floor up at the top tile, and then I'm going to yell out, Yosef, who can you carry? Oh, I guess you can heal. You can just heal them.
You can't, though.
He can't?
10 minutes.
Not in
Not
combat.
in combat.
Who
You have to
can
have
you-
battle medicine for that.
who can you
Tovin
ca-
can do that.
Who can you carry? Yosef, where are you? I can't see Yosef. I don't know where he is.
He's got a strength of 8.
He can close the door.
There you go.
Close the door.
That's true.
And that'll end my turn. I'm going to just carry these people out and drop them on the floor.
Yosef, you're up.
So, Yosef was running around the corner waiting at the door. He's like, okay, any minute now. He'll come running. And then I hear Solus cry out in pain, and then nothing. And then Raymond screaming, or sorry, Billiam screaming, how many
Raymond.
people can you carry? And Yosef knows oh no, this is not good. And then he looks at the door, and then he looks back where he hears the commotion, and he looks at the door, and he looks back, and he goes, and then he runs back around the corner, and then he sees everybody. Is Billiam in that room still?
No, I'm right in front of you.
No, everybody's out.
All right, cool. Then he's going to run around the corner, see that the door is open, and he's going to, like, jump over here on top of the table and then shut the door with my other action and then turn and do that thing where I, like, put my arms all the way down to the side and then slowly slide down to the door.
It's like Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, but he's stopping the subway car.
Yeah.
And that is going to end this encounter.
Nobody open this door.
Yosef, I know you're strong, but maybe you could put, like, a chair.
Well, actually, why don't we trade places? I'm going to go look at them. You hold door.
Okay.
And as he holds the door, you can hear something like slither across the floor, getting closer and closer, and then you feel its bulk press up against the door.
Oh, pornographic.
Okay, just wait.
And you feel, and then it's almost like it's pulsing towards the door, like thump,
Oh,
thump,
slower, Tech Daddy.
thump.
Would this chair, if I blockaded it up against the door, would that hold it?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to grab the chair and jimmy it. Actually, that's a lie. I would like to take the table
Take the table.
and slide it in front of the door. That's next to the door. I want to grab it and pull and shimmy my way out and just push it right up against the door.
I'm going to run over to Tobin and do a medicine check right now.
Do I need to roll my athletics for...
Oh,
Natural
thank
19
God.
for a
Nice.
25.
That's a crit.
4d8 coming your way, baby.
19 for a 27 on moving that table.
7, 7, 7,
Perfect.
and 2 for 23 points of healing to Tobin.
I am 1 point away from perfect. We're going, boys.
Nice.
Let's just go back and fight it.
And no, well, yeah, let's go back in, guys. We got this.
So he brings you, over the course of 10 minutes, brings you back to life. And as you wake up, he kind of like slaps you on the side of the face gently, like a pat with his little rat paws. And he's like, if you haven't noticed, I've been taking lessons. Now,
Hopefully for me and not DeVry's correspondence courses.
No. We've talked about this. I went to University of the Phoenix.
So cool.
Anyway, now
The Phoenix.
Now that you're breathing, could you please heal the rest of us? And by the rest of us, I just mostly mean Solus, because he is still unconscious.
Oh, absolutely, help me up. And as he gets up, he's gonna say, Billiam, friend, I owe you a drink.
I feel like when you get up too, you press too hard on my body, and I'm like, "Ugh."
That H strength is just kind of buckling under his tiny frame.
Anytime, pal.
Okay, and so as I get up, is there any impending danger right now? Knowing
I
No.
moved the table in front of the door.
You and Solus are both drained one.
Okay.
To make sure that that's added properly.
Okay. Let's see. Solus, let's see what I can do for you.
Let me take a crack at him too. Uh-oh.
I got a 14, so I didn't heal him, but I didn't hurt him.
All right, well, since... Okay.
No, I'm all out of gauze and cotton swabs and needle. I don't have anything. Could you
It's
please
okay.
take care of him?
Yeah, it's... So Tobin's plan is for us to just get out of Dodge after this. We need to go back to town.
We need to leave.
So I'm going to cast Heal, a 2 action, and that's going to give me 1d8 plus 8. Oh, sorry, 1d10.
And you hear something on the other side of the door. You hear it kind of scream in pain.
Yeah, I figured because it's undead, it's not liking this. You're back up to 11, Solus. Get up. We need to go.
All right, good.
We're leaving.
And as you're getting up, I'm going to cast it again.
Fuck that guy.
So you get another 11.
All right.
Let's go.
Are you going to listen to me this time?
Oh my god, shut the fuck up and get out!
You're all
Okay.
welcome. Crying. Feels a sensitive person. Stop fighting and let's just leave.
He didn't even rage, but he's still getting the adrenaline cries.
Oh,
I watched 2 of my friends die.
We're not dead. We're not dead.
Billiam, everybody, I know this was just a sensitive moment, but could you all please shut the fuck up? Because there is
Let's
a
go,
fucking
let's go,
river
let's go,
drake
let's go.
outside, possibly. So let's be quiet as we make our way out of here.
Oh, should we roll stealths?
Oh,
I mean, I in character, like Yosef definitely wants to be quiet on his, especially leaving this area.
So why don't you roll stealth and we follow the leader?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll roll stealth on you guys.
Just like, how can I make this more difficult for Trevor? Oh yeah, let's make him roll stealth and we all follow the leader. Follow the expert, I should say.
All right, so he is good for whatever is around right now. And with follow the expert, you guys get a +2 on each of your stealths. Tovin and Solus both sound like a traveling plate museum, just clanging all over the frick.
Well, we did almost die.
Billiam is quieter than Tovin somehow, or quieter than Yosef somehow.
My cries are louder than my walking.
Your drops off in the earth in which I walk.
I'm trying to I just have the post cry that's what's
I don't care.
Okay, so
I just saved this team.
Because you guys are heading back to town.
Yeah, we're heading back to town.
Yep.
We're going to take the path of least resistance to get out of here. Let's head back to town, fellas.
Yes,
We need
please.
to regroup. We have so much information and we need to bring it back.
Question, Yosef, did you take those really old notes that were on the table, or did you leave them there?
No, I took them with me.
You took them? Okay. That lady in town, not the lady, the bookkeeper in town said he likes books, but I wonder if these would be
Morlevant. Yeah.
Morlevant.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, these aren't really books, but I mean, it's ancient text. I mean, probably just from a history standpoint, he might find it.
On our way back, can I borrow those and do an object reading real quick?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You fail. It's been too long since they were interacted
figured.
with.
But it's worth a try. Spend everything I got.
Yep. Fair enough. It's worth it.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to hand wave you guys back to town if you'd like.
Okay.
Unless you want to, start picking berries or some stupid shit.
Nope.
in Fog
No,
Town.
sure, let's get back.
But, okay, wait, hold on. Here's a problem.
Uh-oh.
In order to make your way back, you may have to pass through the Gauntlight cupola again.
I do
We don't
recall.
have
The
to.
what?
I recall an
don't have
outside
to.
way of going along the water.
There is an outside. We can go around the west
Okay.
side through
I'll allow
over the frog's
I'll allow it.
corpse.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
I'll allow it. All right.
Do we hear any flies on the way?
Okay, I'll let you guys head right back to town. Like I said, as we've said before, it's like a 20-30 minute walk. It's not strenuous at all. You do notice behind you the Gauntlight is lit, pulsating, maybe a little brighter than it has been. You make your way back into town. What are the plans for everyone? What are you gonna do?
Straight to bed.
I'm gonna go tell my wife what happened today and probably cry a little
so
more.
first of all, Billiam,
Yes.
you make it into your home, and you get inside, take your boots off, and you see hanging above your mantle a war flail. Looks like it's seen a lot of action.
It has. It's seen so much action.
What are you gonna do? You notice the flail. You see it.
Glistening in the fire that my wife has in the middle in the living room of our house, and I can see the embers sparkling off of it, and I go, it might be time, but not now. And I walk up to my wife. Todd,
Cut to Patreon.
are you
And
ready?
cut to Patreon.
Hello. How was?
I saved everyone today.
Oh, that's so nice.
I carried 2 lifeless bodies out of a room.
Oh, honey, you look so battered. Come here, let me file your teeth.
Oh, we played a big old wet one right on you.
If I draw blood, it's just a sign of love.
Why are
That
you
sounds like
guys Muppets all of a sudden?
Pinocchio. You sound like Pinocchio from Shrek. That's what that voice sounds like. Bill tells his wife of his tales and eats the soup that she has made and has a relaxing night.
Tovin, as you make your way into town, I mean, I know you got to find a new place every night.
Yeah.
But Rin notices you, and she comes to you. And, she says to you, what have you found? What have you found in the Gauntlight? She seems to be making her way back home from the market at the end of the day. She has, a sack full of some vegetables, maybe the stuff that was left over at the end of the day. Try to get a deal. What of the Gauntlight?
And Tovin reaches into his smock and he pulls out this bloodied rag, and inside of the rag is a cube that's glowing with the faint light of a soul. Ren, I nearly died getting this. What can you tell me about it?
She takes it in her hand and she holds it up to the moon. She looks at it. She kind of looks through the semi-transparentness of it, and there's a dark purple swirling in the center. A soul gem. Where did you find this? This is very dark magic.
I ripped this from a living doll. No, we pulled this out. He said his name was Borbo. Borbo? It's Borbo.
Yes, Borbo. She hands it back to you. She's like, I have no use for this. In fact, I fear it a bit. Perhaps you should hold on to it in case it becomes useful again. But this is very powerful dark magic. I do have something to share with you. Come with me. And she starts heading towards her shop.
On her way, can I ask about the name of the master? Has she heard anything of that name? What was his name?
Azrene.
Azrene, yeah. I'm sorry, Ren. This thing said it served the master. It described him as Azrene?
That's not a name that I recognize at all, unfortunately. I wish I had more for you.
That's fine. I may have to hit the library later to see if there's any records, but oh God, I'm sore.
As you say that, you make your way into the shop, and she goes to the far northern end of the room where there's a chest. And she opens the chest and she starts pulling through it. There's books, there's papers, there's some sketches. These look more like keepsakes than anything.
Yeah.
Not like her wares from her store.
Refrigerator magnets, snow globes.
There's a couple plates that are kid painted. And she pulls out a small bundle of clothes. She's like, I knew there was something about you. I've been holding these for a long time, and I think... And she turns with this bundle of clothes. She walks towards you. She's like, I think you need to take these back, my little darkling.
And he's just going to stop, just dumbfounded.
And scene.
Damn it.
No, I'm not going to do that to you. I just thought it'd be hilarious to see what you do. Yes, these belong to you. I believe they're, the last remnants of your home.
And Tovin's just going to feel the palpitations in his chest, his heart beating fast, and he's going to reach out for them and grab them and just kind of rub them in between his forefinger and thumbs.
As you touch it, it feels cold.
Oh.
It just feels cold, like it's got an unearthly coldness that it gives off. And you take it, you unbundle it a bit. It kind of drapes across your hand as you look at the material. And your arm seems to be enveloped in shadow.
Oh.
Like I never knew if I'd see you again, but I figured if I did it, Father Grezek said that we would meet again. So I made this in the hope that were true. And it is a small shawl, almost, made of the clothes that you were wearing when you came to the material plane from the shadow plane. They seem to have retained some of the plane's magic. So, now to step out a little bit, we're going into meta territory right here. I told you guys, I teased you guys off air several weeks ago that I was going to bring in some new variant rules. This is the variant rule for relics. This item is considered a relic. It will grow in power as you do. As of now, it is imbued with the power of shadow. It gives you a bonus on concealment.
Ooh.
As you level up, more abilities will become available to you.
Oh my.
Yep.
I like this.
Very cool.
Yeah, Tovin's going to hold it close to his chest, and he's going to bring it up to his face and smell it. Thank you for everything you did for me. There's so many questions. I have so many unanswered questions.
We will have time. We will have time. You're obviously harrowed by your day. You should take some rest. Come to me in the morning. We will speak again.
I certainly will. Thank you so much for this. And he's going to excitedly exit and search for a place to sleep. Probably camp slightly to the south, just a little ways from the village, but close to water, so that he can have something quietly singing him to sleep.
Solus, I assume you're making your way back to Magalore?
Yeah. Tired, dejected, wounded. Yeah.
As you get to Crow's Casks, you go in, and it's a bar, and there's somebody you recognize sitting at the tavern bar. It's Krentek.
Hello, Krentek.
Solus, the mayor wants to see you immediately. He cannot wait. He said as soon as I was to see you, I was to relay you to his manor immediately.
Very well. Yes, I will go immediately. Yes. I'm sorry, Krentek. I've had a difficult day.
I understand. I actually have a coach waiting for you. He assumed that you would not want to trifle with this. However, he felt it very important.
I'm fine with walking, but thank you.
Well, he ushers you outside and gets you into the carriage, and it's it's not too far away. It's about a 8-9 minute carriage ride to his estate. You go to the same room that he was in when he met you guys last time, in his study. There's a fire roaring in the corner. He's got a glass of wine he's drinking. He looks like he's reading some very old papers and books. And there is a burlwood box, like a jewelry box, sitting on his desk. Solus, I'm so glad you could make it. I apologize for the late hour. I felt that this could not wait.
Of course, Mr. Manhemus. Anytime.
No. Osif, please, just call me Osif. Once again, remember, I am but a humble servant of this town. What of the Gauntlight? I don't expect everything, but have you found anything else since we last spoke?
Have you ever heard the name Volok Azrene?
I can't say that I have. What in relation to?
He was apparently an apprentice to Belcora. Devoted himself to her. Evil, but
dear.
Not quite as evil as she.
It doesn't surprise me that I have no information from what we have from the Dawn Guard's accounts. When Belcora was slain, her minions scattered to the winds.
Yes, then one more thing. Nothing solid, but hints towards perhaps something greater. We came across 3 paintings when we were in there. One of them it seemed to be the city of Absalom, in flames, with the words, "So shall the fool suffer," written underneath it. The second one was Gauntlight Keep before its upper floors collapsed. Under it was written, "Let the light shine forever." And the third was a painting of an attractive young elf, though it was shredded. It said, "Artist at work." The fourth was a smirking woman. It said that it is the Lady of the Light, and then there were some scratchings in Aklo. "I serve you still, you shall be avenged." Mere hints at something greater, grasping at smoke.
It's documented that Belcora Haravex, as she was called, had a long-standing grudge against Absalom. It would not surprise me that she focused her ire with a singular obsession upon that city. Sadistic paintings of their demise do not surprise me in the least.
Is this merely a grim portent?
I'm not sure. I really know nothing still. You probably know more than I do at this point. It seems that when Belcora fell, all investigation of the Gauntlight ceased. In hindsight, it seems foolhardy. But the real reason I called for you. And he taps on the top of the jewelry box that's sitting in front of him, and he pushes it towards you.
Okay, I take it and I open it. How big is the box?
The box is about 3 inches by 5 inches.
Okay.
It's very small.
Okay.
Inside of it is a little ampule. Very, very small. It seems to have a few drops of liquid in it. They seem to glow slightly with a yellow light, or yellowish white light. Very light yellow light. Kind of like sunbeam rays, you would think. Very, very dim, though. And he says, this belonged is not the right word. This is all that's left of one of my ancestors, Sephanim and Hemes. These tears were collected from her cheek during the memorial service for Otari, after they founded the settlement here. They seemed to be filled with some sort of strong magic. Nobody could ever quite unlock their power, but I feel like it'll serve you well. She held a deep regret till the end of her days. She couldn't save Otari. These tears may hold a bit of that divine energy that she wished to use to save him. I want you to have it in any hope that it may protect you in the Gauntlight. And we're going to go back into meta mode here for a second. Meta mode! Look at you, Mikey. You got a new relic.
Okay, cool.
This is a relic known as a Sephanis Tears.
A Sephanis Tears, okay.
A Sephanis Tears. It's an amulet. It's got a small cord that you can wear around your neck.
Okay.
Twice per day, you can use a special ability called Vow of Protection. If an ally within 30 feet is attacked by an enemy, but before the result of the roll is revealed, the wearer may cast Shield on them as a reaction. This is a divine innate spell and is heightened to half the wearer's level. The action does not trigger enemy reactions. Allies who have received Shield may use the Shield block reaction, as if a shield were raised, even though they do not otherwise have access to the action.
This is very cool.
If an ally uses shield block in this way, the shield is destroyed, and you may not use this item on them for another 10 minutes. If the casting of shield on your ally results in a change of the degree of success for the triggering attack, like say if it would make it miss, if that +1 is the reason it misses, or the reason it critically fails, or the reason that it simply fails, then you get a +1 bonus to your will and DC until the end of your next turn.
All right. Cool.
This is a relic that will unlock new powers as you level as well.
All right.
Yay.
Thank you, Osif. I'm honored.
Yes, please take this and go with my blessing. Go with my ancestors' blessing. Do what you can. Stay safe. Protect the town.
I hope I can live up to her memory. I have some regrets of my own.
Don't we all, my boy? Don't we all? Now go back and get some rest. You look like you've had quite a day. He sees that there's, blood stains on your side. Tabard might have been slightly torn from where that thing latched onto you, I would assume.
Yep.
You've had, I assume, quite a day. Please go rest. If you wish to speak in the morning, we may. But I think this is all I can help you with now, and I hope it is a help.
It absolutely is. Thank you. And, then I head out.
Cool.
I can't wait to see what kind of cheese Yosef gets.
Yosef.
Oh my god, it's provolone!
Is it sharp provolone?
The sharpest.
All right, so, Yosef, what's the matter for you?
Oh, after everybody separates and goes their separate ways, I, of course, go back to the Rowdy Rockfish in Brelda. I come in, tell her about how we almost died today. She probably freaks out a little bit, and then I assure her that it's fine. I'm just making it sound worse than it really was. When in reality, there was some giant worm undead creature that almost ate 2 of my friends, and we got very lucky. So...
Is this your internal monologue as you make small talk with Brelda?
Exactly. This is what's going on inside of Yosef's head. And then he,
Huh? Is there anything I can get you? Maybe to help you soothe in for the night? Maybe some tea? Anything?
I'll take a nice cup of tea. I'm just going to try to clean up and relax and try to go to bed. It was a long day.
Yes. Well, here you go. And as you know, as you're saying all this, she's going and getting the kettle and pouring it full of water that she's had bubbling on the range. Well, not range, but above the fire, and pours it into a kettle and gives you a pile of herbs and a small strainer.
Oh, is that a convection oven?
Right. Yeah. Yes. It's an Electrolux. Nothing. They say nothing sucks like an Electrolux. And she hands it to you, and she's like, just bring it down in the morning. Don't worry about bringing it tonight. I trust you.
Of course, I'm not going to steal your kettle. I appreciate it, though, thank you. And I'm going to head upstairs, and I think Yosef's going to do his normal, regular, nightly routine and clean himself up and strip himself of his armor and his clothing and take his holy symbol back off of Pharasma and probably read a little bit before he goes to sleep. His more from bones fall into spiral as he's feeling a little bit more connected to Pharasma the more and more he explores the Gauntlight and uncovers all of this undeath.
Well, Yosef gets into bed. He pulls his quilt up to his shoulders, closes his eyes, and he almost immediately falls into a deep sleep. The events of the past few days have reminded him both of his youth and made him keenly aware of his age. As he drifts into the Dream Tender's domain, he finds himself in the darkness. He sniffs the air and smells the damp mustiness of a Yosoki warren. A half-dozen younglings run past him. Yosef, you're gonna miss all of the fun. You hear a tap, tap, tap. Your perspective shifts and you find yourself in an alleyway. It's cold. It's snowing. He's running. There's a bag under his arm. He hears shouting, seemingly coming from in front and behind. I think it went that way. He passes an intersecting alley and sees 3 men brandishing knives and cleavers. His focus is shifted just long enough to stumble and fall, dropping the package to the ground. Dozens of mushrooms cascade onto the dirty ground. He frantically tries to scoop some back up into the sack and rises to face a broad man in a bloodied white smock, close-cropped goatee, and a white toque. The man grabs his shoulder roughly. You're either very brave or very foolish, little rat. Stealing from the Jadwiga is a dangerous business, you know. And to steal something so prized. He reaches into the sack and takes hold of one of the mushrooms. How do you know what to take? How do you know these were the finest morels in Yerson?
I just do. I try to get the best for my family.
He says, straining in the man's grip. Who taught you?
I just know. Isn't that enough? I know you're going to take my hand, so just do it already. This may as well kill me while you're at it.
One of the men next to him hands him a cleaver. He said, no. I think you can be useful in other ways. Here again, tap, 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 tap. Yosef finds himself again in somewhere else. This time in an abattoir. He's preparing a large bovine carcass for processing. He effortlessly takes a chain, wraps it around the foreleg, and with a few flicks of his wrist, slices clean through. You're getting very good with that, says a familiar voice. Yosef turns to see the broad man in the bloodied smock. You almost scare me. Tap, 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 tap. Yosef finds himself again in another place. This time he's weightless. He may be tumbling through water. Yes, water. It's frigid. There's glimpses of daylight passing through his eyes as he tumbles over and over and over end. An endlessly spinning gyre of soaked brown fur, blood, and ice. The tumbling slows, and he sees that he's under ice. A thick sheet is above him. His vision starts to fade as his lungs burn away the last bit of air he has. He sees figures running across the ice. They frantically rain blows down above him, trying to get him. Tap, 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 tap. Yosef awakens. Laying there in bed. Tap, 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 tap. It's still there. It wasn't just in his dream. Tap, 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 tap. What? Tap, 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 tap. There's a tapping at the window.
Yosef looks.
Tap, tap, tap.
He gets up out of bed and goes across his room. Looks at the window. What?
Tap, tap, tap,
He's
tap.
rubbing the sleep out of his eyes. What? So who's throwing rocks at my window?
Tap, 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 tap.
I am not Diane Court. What's the problem?
As you pull back the curtain, you see that the first bits of daylight are starting to come over the horizons. Sunrise is still a bit away, but you can tell it's relatively soon. And there's a small brown bird tapping at the window. Tap, 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 tap. You recognize it as a whippoorwill.
Oh.
Tap, 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 tap. Your eyes focus a little bit on it. But as your eyes start to focus on the bird and the glass, you see a reflection in the glass. A flickering fire behind you.
What? And Yosef turns around quickly.
You turn and see, standing in front of you, something you can only describe as a large white horse, but missing a neck. Where its head was is the fleshless skull with a burning crown floating above it.
The Lady of Graves. Extra surprise.
Yosef is speechless. He does not know how to respond to the headless horse with the floating head and floating crown made of fire. Pharasma? Lady of the Spider, what price?
You think you were saved for nothing?
Silence. Not for nothing. No. What price?
410 years. You've walked this plane since rebirth. She will have her payment, and you are here to provide it.
How?
You find your holy symbol of Pharasma is now in your hand. As if you were gripping it reflexively as you slept, you just now realize it was there. The thing's head turns slightly imperceptibly towards your the shelf where you keep your spiked chain. And it floats off of the shelf towards you.
Hey, wait, I use that.
The lady sends a gift.
And the chain wraps around your arm tightly.
Ow. It's spiked. Ow.
It begins to cut into your arm.
Ow.
The end of it weaves its way into the center of the holy symbol. And the chain sinks into your arm, deeper into your flesh, and disappears within your arm.
Why? This is a gift?
You only need to call for her.
And as he says that, you hear the alarm bells of the town, like the town watch guards, going crazy. Horns are being blown in the city. You turn to look at the window. All you see is a bright green light from the fog fen shooting towards the town. And we'll see you next week.
Oh my god.
It's the Ghost Blazers! I was about to say, like, Trevor's gonna be like, you look out and it's Mills.
Mills for miles.
Oh my god, this run is open already!
That was quite a session. Jesus.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Oh,
Remember when I almost got us killed?
did I just get Kratos?
Yeah. You're great. That's what I put in.
Roll for Intent uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc. Used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Roll for Intent is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit Paizo.com. Characters and original storylines are the property of Roll for Intent. Music for this podcast provided by Dark Fantasy RPG Studio, Michael Gilfie, Kevin MacLeod, and Tabletop Audio. Visit our website at rollforintent.com. Any questions or suggestions, email us at mailroom@rollforintent.com.